Hello there. How are we doing? Haven't had a chitter chatter in a while. Haven't come on here in a minute. Been about a week, a little over a week since I was in Florida. Oh, well, the reason why I haven't been coming on this weekend is because when I came back, I had Coach Drew bring me in all weekend, straight through to my next rest day. So I've been going to the gym. I've been working out every morning. Hello, got a couple of you in here. I woke up extra super early this morning because I passed out early last night. So I figured, man, let me get on and say hello to everybody before I go to the gym yet again this morning. I'm gonna tell you what. I know I don't talk about it as much anymore as I used to. That's all I would talk about, and I've backed off of that. Nobody's complained. I just kind of feel like, man, I maybe talk about that a little too much, you know. But since I went to Florida, we just pretty much lounged around and didn't do anything the whole time. The whole time that we were there, and I ate whatever I wanted. I was not very diet conscious at all. You know, of course, it was my daughter's birthday too, so I had birthday cake and just lounged around, and for a week. And I come back, dude. Do you have any idea how quick you'll start losing that progress? Oh my God, my whole body is on fire, dude. I was getting to the point where I was recovering fast. I'd go through a workout, I'd be sore for a few hours, and for the most part, I'd be recovered that night. After 5 days off, dude, everything, my chest muscles, my arms, my legs, my everything, dude, is ow. But I got to get that progress back. So I've been going to the gym every day and I'm going straight through the weekend. I went straight through this weekend. I'm going all the way through to Thursday. So for my first rest day. Anyway, though, that's what's been up with me. That's why I haven't been on here very much, because I've been waking up straight in the morning and going to the gym. So anyway, hello, how y'all doing? Dublin, cool, man. That's neat. Got the whole world in the house, huh? Yes, that burn. Everything burns, dude. Everything burns. Everything. I forgot what that. Oh, and I'm gonna say one more thing, then I'm gonna shut up. I swear. Like I've told y'all, my biggest weakness and my biggest fear is athleticism. That's always scared me the most, you know. And that's what we're doing every day. Now that I'm back, every day, straight through athleticism. I was real athletic as a kid. That's the thing. I was into martial arts. I got my black belt when I was a teenager. But I was real athletic, extremely, when I was a kid, when I was young, you know, before I threw all that away and went and started doing all the wrong stuff and doing a bunch of crazy and stupid shit, you know, which isn't that the typical, like, what we do. Man, I would have had this opportunity, but I threw it away and went and started doing stupid shit. Anyway, back in town now. We had a super successful vacation. That was really cool. It was cool to be able to reconcile things with my mom. That was really cool. Have fun down there, Autumn. Have fun. Have fun down in Laughlin. We rented a little, one of them little houses down there. I think for in August on the river. I forget what she said it was called, Davis Camp or something like that. She went ahead and rented one for sometime in August. I don't know. But anyway, though, yeah, it was super cool to be able to reconcile things with my mom. That was cool. Because, and you know the reason why I chose to do it. The way I told you, I said I energetically assessed things and I saw reconciliation as a possibility. And it is because she has taken it upon herself to change frequencies. See what I'm saying? That's what you have to do in order to make reconciliation successful. Two people have to change frequencies. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This has nothing to do with who's in the wrong or who did what wrong or who needs to change their behavior. That has nothing to do with it. It's nothing. No. Doesn't matter who did what or what. Two people have to get onto a different frequency, you know? And she has since in the past year just said, you know what? I'm tired of living this life. I'm tired of this. Quit her job, bought an RV, and let somebody rent her house out because she owns her house. And she just hopped in the RV and took off down to Florida and said, fuck this. I'm gonna start something new. And now she's focusing most of her energy on, like, kind of like me, like she's doing a little creative stuff, like plants and making little homemade incense and little projects and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. That's the new frequency we need to be heading into, you know? So anyway, just the simple fact that she's taking it upon herself to get off her old frequency and start heading down a new path and changing frequencies, I was like, reconciliation will work. I know it will, you know? Because that's what I've done. I'm not nowhere near on the same frequency I was on last time I saw her, you know? So anywho, it was really super cool. Super cool. Had a lot of fun, man. We rented jet skis and went and looked for dolphins. We went on this badass dinner cruise. Oh, remember the last time we chatted and I told you I hadn't been approached? I was like, no fans of the channel have approached me yet. That day, somebody did. It was funny. I guess it was a waiter on our dinner cruise, was a fan of the channel. It was pretty cool. I'm getting more used to it now when it happens. But I just thought it was funny that I said that, and then a couple hours later, it ended up happening. Right after I said that day. I was like, nobody's approached me yet. People stare at me a lot. And then a few hours later, somebody approached me on our dinner cruise and said, I know you, you know? But yeah, anyway, super cool vacation, man. Super cool. But we're back in action, back to the good old bump and grind, getting our heads back together from the time change. 3 hours time difference. Flew straight there and had to get our heads adjusted to that time zone, you know, and then right around the time we were starting to get our heads adjusted to that time zone, we fly back here. And now we're back on the Vegas time zone. And it's just like, you know, like, anyway, anybody have anything cool going on? Anybody got anything interesting going on? Oh yeah, I did hit 250K, didn't I? Yep. I was gonna do a giveaway and I never did it. Yeah, I did hit 250K. I wonder if I'll hit 300K before my 3 year. I wonder if I will. Because I hit 100K before my 1 year. I hit 200K before my 2 year anniversary. If the rate is growing now, I probably won't. And it's because I do personal readings. Because I always do personal readings. You know? So I don't have the time. I can do it. I told myself, I was like, man, you know what? I don't care if I have the energy or not. I'm not neglecting my main channel anymore, but I just don't have the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, I'm doing personal readings all day long, you know? But I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. Started watching me when I had 30K. Yeah, I know my shit was climbing fast, wasn't it? It was climbing fast. Like I said, I'm not totally 100% familiar with every single person in the tarot community. But of everybody that I knew of, mine was climbing faster than anybody. I was well on my way to passing everybody up, you know? And a lot of people were getting mad at me. You know, a lot of people didn't like that. I don't give a fuck. That's not what I'm doing here, you know what I mean? But it made a lot of people mad. You know, people who've been doing this for years and shit. I was well on my way to passing everybody up. Then I started doing personal readings. And then it went, you know, and kind of slowed down a little bit. But yeah, I did hit 250K. What am I at now? 252? 251, 252, something like that. I don't even know, dude. I don't even look at it anymore. I always forget to even look at that. I don't even know. It's either 251 or 252. I don't know. I don't know. Is it 252? Cool. Cool. Right on. Oh, well. Yep. Well, hopefully some of the people who come and join can hear something that'll help them, maybe. I've been thinking here lately, I haven't been given very helpful advice here lately. I've been feeling like, because that's what I have to do. I always have to make it a point to give some sort of real helpful advice, you know, and not just read the tarot, you know. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry and it's just like, man, I just want to get this video done. I just want to read what the cards say and then be done with it. I'll do that, but I gotta be planting some seeds in my readings. You know what I mean? That's my job. That is my job. That's my job. So yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about doing a giveaway though. Like, I know I said I was gonna do a giveaway and then I never did it. I totally forgot. And with everything that we had going on, planning for vacation and all that, it just completely slipped my mind. I'm a teacher to you? That's cool. That's good. That's good. That's my job, man. That's my real job. My real job is dressed up as, you know, because the other side does that a lot, man. You know, we'll dress up some of the most important connections that you need to make as like romantic connections. So, I think I'm in this romantic connection, but I'm actually not. The whole meaning behind this connection is something totally fucking different, you know? Same thing with me and what I do for a living. I'm dressed up as this YouTube tarot card reader, and that's really not my job. My job is to plant seeds of consciousness and teach things and help you look at the world and look at life from a different perspective, you know? Really strange way for me to get my assignment done here in this life, but nothing about me or my life or anything about me has ever been normal, you know. Tarot's a catalyst to my real purpose. Yes, Mary, absolutely. That's a good way to word it. Yep. Because I tell people all the time, it's just so funny to look back on how it happened. Because and y'all don't even know how much energy I put into manifesting self-employment. The year and a half before it happened, I dedicated all of my energy to manifesting self-employment. And I had no idea it was going to happen that way. I mean, I built 3 businesses that crashed and burned. 3 of them. Network marketing, affiliate marketing. Man, I built websites. I had this Amazon affiliate website that I built. That was one of the first, like the first one or the second one. I don't remember. But man, I just dumped so much energy and time and effort into doing that, you know, and then the everything that I was, finally what I did was I built one on Facebook, on social media. And it was a network marketing business, and I was affiliated with a company called MCA, Motor Club of America, you know, and they had this, at the time, they had this insanely fat-paying affiliate referral program, you know, and you could make some pretty fucking good money with it, you know, pretty good money with it, considering, you know, and if you got enough people, you know, you can make some good money doing it. And then it crashed and burned, and I threw my hands in the air and said, all right, fuck it, I'm done, whatever, all right. I've dumped so many countless hours, so much research, and so much money into this. I'm done, whatever, fine, fuck it. I'm just gonna go work at the car wash and whatever. And then that's when, let me see, maybe a month or 2-3 months, something like that, when I wasn't even thinking about it. It was the last thing on my mind, and I knew this is how it worked, but I had a really hard time flipping that switch off, you know? A real hard time doing that. And then I was just playing, I just wanted to play around with something. I wanted to play around with something to fill my time on my days off at the car wash up there in Maine. you know? And then boom, 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 it exploded, dude. It exploded overnight, scared the holy shit out of me, flipped my world upside down, inside out, spun me around to where I couldn't see straight, and launched me off onto this path that I never would have pictured in a million years. You know what I mean? Yep. Yep. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to look back on that. I don't remember where I was going with that. I think I was making a point, but I lost the point. Oh well. Maybe it'll come to me. But anywho, normal is overrated and boring. Normal. Well, normal, that illusion is crashing down anyway. It's crashing down and burning. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to find an effective way to explain this. But normal was an illusion that was put together. You know? It was an illusion that was intentionally constructed to get you to follow it. It was very clandestinely constructed, unwritten code, you know? And I've never been able to follow it. And of course, it's different everywhere you go. But all throughout my childhood, my teenage years, and my 20s, I was always the weird one, you know? Always. Sometimes I would try so fucking hard to fit in. It's like the harder I tried to fit in, the more it would fight against me, you know? And I could never figure it out. And I was always so self-conscious and whatnot, you know? And people always give you this speech, you know, oh, weird is good, you know? Normal, like you just said, normal is overrated and boring. And I get that. But from my experience, I was born weird. You know, that's all I've ever been is weird. So I'm not trying to be weird. You know what I mean? So most people, when they say that, I don't know about you, Mary, I'm not saying you, but like a lot of people, when you hear them say things like that, what they're saying is they're tired of being normal and they want something different. They want to break out of that old norm and do something different. Well, for me, it wasn't like that. You know, I never was normal. I want to experience normal. I want to know what that feels like, you know, and it never worked out for me. It never did. Now it's to the point where I can see why. It makes sense now, you know. It makes sense now, and yeah, that I don't even look at it the same way anymore now. You know what I mean? Because it makes perfect sense as to why I was never meant to fit into any clique that I was ever around, or any job that I was ever working, or any group of people I was ever a part of. I was never meant to fit in. You know, I was never meant to be trapped in that. That makes sense? So there, yet again, I had a point that maybe I wasn't making a point. I don't even remember, y'all. Hang on just a second. I want to burn some incense. Hold up. My body hurts, man. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. My body hurts. My mom made some homemade muscle rub, and Leah rubbed that shit all over me yesterday, and it felt good. It worked real good. Now though, I'm woke up and it's hurting again. You know, once you sleep on it. Let's get some incense going. I don't even remember what kind of incense this is, but it smells good. Let's get those good vibes in the air, man. Good vibes only. Only. No bad vibes around here. None allowed. No bad vibes allowed, man. Don't fit in with normal. Yeah, same here. Same here. Same here. You know, and I can tell everything that I experienced from the minute I stepped foot onto this planet. You know, it's just fascinating to look back at how every dot connected and everything unfolded, you know? You ever do that? Fascinating. Fascinating. But yeah, I'm not even normal in the tarot community, man. I'm the weird one in the tarot community too, you know? But whatever. Nothing about me has ever been normal, you know? So whatever. I don't even care anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. I don't anymore. I like my life now. I digs it now. I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy living life, which is a lot for me to say. A lot for me to say. Not used to. Used to, I couldn't. I hated this life. I'm still not a real big fan of this planet. Not really. And we're all, those of us who are awake in this time, we're just patiently sitting and waiting, you know, for the great awakening to keep unfolding. And it is. Don't lose faith. It is. You know, but no, I'm still not a real big fan of this planet. And but I'm actually enjoying life now. You know, actually enjoying life now. Well, normal isn't just overrated. It's being exposed for the illusion that it is. You know, it's being exposed because it's an illusion. It's just it's a program. You're programmed to follow a certain behavior code. You're programmed to follow and adapt a certain mentality, a certain outlook, a certain belief system, or a certain level of belief systems and outlooks, and it's programming. Very clandestine programming. And that programming has never worked on me. And I always wanted it to, and now it makes sense. It only makes sense now, you know. But yeah, it is overrated. But here's the thing. If normal doesn't exist, then neither does weird. See what I'm saying? If normal doesn't exist, neither does weird. Because in order to have weird, you have to have normal, right? So where does weird begin? Because we all have things that we think are weird, you know? Think about that. Think about that one a little bit. Like, oh, okay, well, where does normal end and weird begin then? Where is it? You know, because every last one of us, I mean, I have a line. I do have a line that I won't cross. And I feel guilty a lot of times when I think, oh man, that person's weird. And then I have this little voice in me saying, oh, no, they're not. Don't judge them like that. And then I'm like, yeah, man, that's weird though. You know what I mean? Like worker, yep. Hang on. What's the cooler reader? Oh. Well, that's cool. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yep. Dysfunctional. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's all a matter of our own perception, I guess. But I mean, eventually, we're gonna get to a point where obviously there is no normal and there is no weird. That's the point. Speaking of the person that said we're raising the frequencies of the planet, that's eventually where we're gonna end up. Among many things, is where there is no normal or no weird. You know. Just a thought to think about. And I don't even really have a full, you know, something to say about that. I mean, I even just popped a little seed in my own mind, like, that'll give me something new to think about. You know what I mean? So I say, this is what I spend most of my time doing, is thinking about concepts and thinking about things like this. And that's why I say, if you meet me in real life, I'm quiet. I'm quiet. Most people think I'm angry because I'm quiet. I don't talk a whole lot. I just kind of sit back and observe and think. And like, if you was to meet me in a group of people, you'd notice that I'm the one just kind of sitting and staring and watching everybody, because I'm observing and just thinking and running concepts through my head, you know? Oh, well, yeah, yeah. I mean, the programming runs so deep, so deep, so deep. But the good thing is, this is the thing about it. This is the thing about it is, and I know I've said this a million times, and I'm not going off on that whole tangent again. But the only thing that I'm here to personally do is teach you how to take your blindfold off. Some of you already had it, and I didn't need to teach you. But that's the only thing that I'm meant to do is teach you how to take your blindfold off. You know, how to take control of your energy, how to take back independence of your own mind and your own, of you. Take your own independence back and how much control you have over yourself and how much control, once you awaken to that, and once you begin to awaken, it's like a snowball. It keeps rolling, and there's no way to stop it. There's no way to stop it. You can try. I don't want to say never. I've never personally seen it. And I personally don't understand how in the world anybody would ever be able to go back to sleep after waking up. You know what I mean? And waking up, again, it's not just becoming aware that everything that you were ever taught was a lie. That's part of it. That's part of it. When I say awakening, I'm talking about way beyond that. That's just the eggshell cracking when you start to become aware that everything you were ever taught was a lie. When you become aware that everything you hear on the news is a lie. That isn't what I mean when I say awake. That's a part of it. That's the eggshell has just begun to crack. What I'm talking about is when you become aware of who you really are and what you're really doing here and how this dimension functions and the true functionality of this matrix that we're in and how much control you have over it, how you have been very strategically and deliberately manipulated and programmed into using your own power against yourself. And I know the science behind it and everything, and I teach that, not to 100%, but probably about 90 to 95% of the time. If you come to me for a personal reading and it's needed in there, it's not always. So, like, there are some times where when you come to me for a personal reading, that doesn't fit anywhere in the reading at all. But about 90% of the time to 95% of the time, I will teach you. I'll give you the information if you want. It's yours to do whatever you want with it, You can take it and really start thinking about it and really start watering that seed, or you can just chuck it and say, that's too confusing. No, it's too complicated. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? So. Wait a minute. What? Hang on. Okay. Oh, blissed out. No, you don't. Not in this dimension. You don't want to feel blissed out all the time. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. This is another thing where we have to understand the nature of duality. You don't want to feel blissed out all the time. You don't. That's a trap. That is a trap. That's a trap. The law of balance, think about it. What if you are nothing but blissed out all the time? That is one end of a spectrum. The other end of that spectrum will have to find you eventually in order to balance everything out. See what I'm saying? That's a trap. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. See, like I was saying, the spiritual community is infiltrated with evil. It's real easy. It'll dress itself up to look good. The law of balance. How many times have you said or known somebody who says, man, every time things start going really, 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 really good, something comes along and just destroys it all. You know what I mean? That's because the law of balance. The law of balance. If I can get you to only focus on the light and completely run away from, deny, and shut out the darkness, that's not good. That's not good. Oh no, not in this dimension. Eventually we will get to a point where we come up out of that. But right now, you can't do that very fast. Oh no. It's a very slow, gradual process. If you just run straight towards nothing but the light, and you say, fuck the darkness, and you shut it out, and you completely deny its existence, and you run straight for the light, eventually that darkness is after you like a tidal wave. And it's gonna come hit you like a tidal wave, dude, just to balance everything out. It's the law of balance. You have to take that into account, So I'm not saying focus all your attention on the darkness, but you have to acknowledge its existence. No matter where you go vibrationally in this dimension, there will be light and dark. There will be. There has to be. Okay? Don't deny it. Don't shut it out. It's there. Sometimes what I like to use is the analogy of the two wolves, the light wolf and the dark wolf, you know? It's like, yo, dark wolf, I know you're there. I know you're there. But I'm not gonna keep feeding you. I'm not gonna keep feeding your ass. I'm just gonna chain your ass up over there and you're gonna sit in the corner. Me and the light wolf are gonna sit here and play. I know you're there though. I know you're there. See what I'm saying? That makes sense. It's balance. It's a balance. You have to find that balance within yourself. You know? Dig it, I'm saying. So, don't really have a solid landing point with that, but somebody needed to hear that, I'm sure. So, took me forever to find that out too. Oh yeah, took me forever to find that out. Took me forever. Yes, there you go. There you go, Abraham. That is what I call energy transmutation. That's transmuting negative energy into fuel. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean when I say transmute the energy into something new. It's very simple, very, very simple. Look at the negative thing as if it happened to you for a positive reason. Yes, that's energy transmutation. Yep, you know. Yep, you know. You got it. Absolutely. So there's several different little exercises that I can tell you to figure out how to do that. The one that works the best for me, and ever since I started doing this, it has never let me down. So 100% of the time, from my experience, it works. What I do is I picture myself in the future. Like, say something bad happens to me right now. You know, knock on glass, save my ass. Let's say something bad happens to me right now. I immediately go to the future at an undisclosed time. I don't put too many details in there. I don't know when this is in the future. I don't know how. I don't know where, who, what, when, where, why. I don't know. It's just a feeling I'm looking for. But I'm in the future, looking back on this thing, thankful for it. What does that feel like? Oh, I thought that was something bad happening to me, but I didn't realize that was a fucking blessing in disguise, you know? And I start feeling, what would that feel like? And you pull those timelines forward by default when you do that. You pull those timelines forward by default. It's never let me down since I started doing that. Since I started realizing the nature of this matrix and how it works. And I don't know if it's infinite, but it's so mind-bogglingly complex. It's damn near infinite different aspects of you existing out there in the quantum field, all different possibilities, and that's how you start navigating timelines, and that's how you start pulling the timelines forward that you want, you know? Which is funny because as a tarot card reader, your average reader, all they read is your default timeline. That's all they read. Your average tarot card reader, all they read is the default timeline that you're on, the linear past default timeline, and your linear future default timeline is all they really read. And I dedicated my life to learning how to get off of my default timeline, and then I learned the tarot. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So, yeah. Most readers will tell you that you have free will and you can change the outcome. I can tell you exactly how to do it. I can tell you how to change the timelines if you want, you know? And that is a very good way to do it. Abraham said that. Yep. Energy transmutation. I'm going to take this energy that was dealt to me and I'm going to transmute it into something different. And you're creative enough to do that. Oh, yes, you are. Don't ever, ever, ever doubt how the creative ability that you have to take any energy thrown at you, any energy, and turn it into fuel. Yeah, I do a lot. I do teaching. Yeah, I'm not specifically like I don't like I probably shouldn't I? But I teach a lot. I do a lot of teaching and coaching in my personal readings, a lot of times. Again, it's not 100% of the time, Like, I even think I had a reading yesterday that the information the person was inquiring about, there was no room to really teach anything. It was just solid, straight answering the questions. But I do the best that I can to squeeze in some sort of teaching, even if it's just a little sprinkle of explaining, the nature of energy. And I can plant that seed. That could, if you choose to take that and apply it, begin a domino effect. Like it begin a domino effect that just completely and totally transforms your life. It could, So to answer your question specifically, no, I probably should though. I probably should. I've been putting that off for a long time. I should do teaching. Yeah. Yeah. And an amphitheater. Well, that's funny because a few weeks ago, I was saying that I've had that vision in my mind for a while. That eventually, I'm not saying that that's what my career is going to be, but I do think that part of it is going to end up branching out to public speaking. Yeah. Public speaking, And I wouldn't mind that. And to be 100,000% honest with you, if I had it my way, I wouldn't be reading tarot. I wouldn't be reading tarot. Like I said, that just started off as a little hobby. I thought that I was just starting a new little hobby that would give me something to do when I was bored. That's all I thought I was doing. That's all I thought I was doing. I never in a zillion years could have imagined that it was going to take off and become my career. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Totally love the honesty. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, you have to think about it. To me, I personally, this is just me personally, I feel like, you see those readers out there, you see them and they're not honest. I've sat and watched them. I've sat and watched readers, and I don't know if they're just afraid of getting trolled or if they're afraid of people getting mad at them. I don't know what it is, but I've seen readers straight up lie about the cards that come out. And they just sprinkle all kinds of sugar and gumdrops all over the reading. And I'm like, dude, those cards look extremely negative. They look extremely negative. Why are you lying? I feel personally like I would end up ruining my own business if I wasn't honest. I feel like I would be doing you a disservice. This is a business. If I want to bring value to the table, I have to be honest, Can't lie. What good would that do me? I'm not interested in all the perks that come along. It's not that I'm not interested in it. I'm not after the perks that come along with being successful in my career field. That's not what it's about. I like it. I like making money, and being popular and all that. That's cool, but that's not what I'm after. I'm after helping people open their eyes so that we can shift into this new world that we're shifting into. The good one. Not the bad one, the good one. The good side won. You all know this. But there's a big, huge team of us who are here helping that shift. We're helping those who are going with the good side onto the good earth, the new one. And we're helping that process, That's all I'm really interested in. Yep. Thank you, Jenny, for the positive feedback. Appreciate it. That's cool. Appreciate it. It's good to hear. Most YouTube readers may lose followers if they give the truth. Well, yeah, I think that's a lot of people who, they're maybe, I don't know what it is that they're afraid of. But if that's a fear-based decision, and to be 100% honest with you, if I think about it, None of those readers that I've ever seen do that are very successful. You know what I mean? So if you're making a fear-based decision, you're manifesting what you're afraid of. You know? You are. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's a fear-based decision. Afraid you're going to lose followers. You know how many fucking followers I've lost? You have any idea how many people have gotten pissed off at me and unfollowed me? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I mean, the way I look at it, this is my outlook on it. If you would unfollow me for that, and that's the way your brain is wired, that's the way you think, then that's a good thing, because you probably can't comprehend the message I'm sending anyway. That's the way I look at it. If I say something, especially something truthful, you know, something truthful and honest, even if it's a little bit hard to hear, and your brain is wired in such a way that you would unfollow me for that anyway, you probably couldn't comprehend the message I'm sending anyway. So it's not doing you any good to even be following me. See what I'm saying? So whatever, go, bye, deuces. I don't care. You know, at the end of the day, I'm here mainly for people who have eyes to see, you know, mainly. And I would feel like it's very, very safe to assume that a huge percentage of us are here, you know, turning to the metaphysics and tarot and Reiki and all that stuff, because up to this point, you haven't manifested the life that you want, have you? You haven't manifested the relationship that you want, or whatever the case may be. So in order to actually receive the correct guidance, it's going to be things that you don't want to hear. Oh yeah, it is. You're going to hear things you don't want to hear. It's going to require you to do things that are uncomfortable. You know, it's going to require you to change belief systems, and that's not comfortable. It's going to require you to start doing things that are different. If you want to experience something different, you have to start doing something different. That's never fun. It's never, ever fun. Not fun for me. And like I said, I'm not giving you things that I made up. I didn't make any of this shit up. I had to learn the same exact thing, and I had to apply it to my life the exact same way. And it wasn't fun for me. It wasn't comfortable, you know. But if the pain of transformation is greater than the pain being caused by what it is you're trying to change, it must not hurt you bad enough. You must not have been through enough bullshit. Okay, you keep going around in that cycle then. That's fine. There's no right or wrong way. You know, nobody's better or worse, you know, than another person. Your soul, your higher self, your guides will put you through whatever it is they feel like you need to experience in order for your head to pop out of your ass. You know what I mean? And I'm nobody to preach. Ooh, a lot of you have heard some of the things, some of the dark stories from my path. Oh yeah. I ain't nobody. I'm no better than you. I'm no better than you. You know, simply guidance. And do with it what you want. And do with it what you want. So, again, I forgot the landing point there. But anyway. Morning. How you doing? So, I'm going to stay on here for about another 15 minutes. It'll be about an hour. Stay on for about an hour. So I got me a little at-home savings account. I'm sitting here playing with it while I'm talking to you. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Yep. I went ahead and decided, well, let me try that. You know, there's a lot of the people out there talk about investing in precious metals, and I'm like, let me try that. Let me see what that's all about. So I went ahead and picked me up some, and yeah, got a couple of gold bars and some silver coins. There's one. This is 50 grams. 50 grams of silver. I got a couple of the coins. I got a 100-gram bar of silver. I don't know what these are. I think this is an ounce. It says 2 pounds on it, so this is like, this all comes from England. Yeah. Anyway, in case you're wondering what I'm sitting here fidgeting with. Got a couple of 1-ounce silver coins. I got a 50-gram bar of silver, a 100-gram bar of silver, and I got some gold. Oh, I got 3 little, look at this little 1-gram piece of gold. Little teeny weeny little thing. And then I have a 20-gram gold bar and a 5-gram. So anyway, yep, that's definitely something that I've turned my interest to here lately. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. I also have an account you put your money into, and the money's actually backed by gold that's assigned to you in your name. That's pretty cool. Making some shifts into the new way of doing things. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, though, not traveling too far down those paths. We'll be able to do that here in the next couple of months, but for now, yeah. Yep. Yes, it's all from England. This is here. I don't know very, very much about it, but the company that I go to is in England, so everything that they send me is all from like British pounds and shit like that, you know. But anyway. Busy morning. Not too busy here. I'm just chilling, trying to get fired up for the day. I still got a workout to go do. That's why I got anytime you see me with this hat on, this is my workout hat. My red hat. It's for working out. Yes, real money, it always has real value. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, so you know how the analogy that I always give, that I'm knocking on a door, you know, going through new doorways, starting to take action in different directions. So I figured, yeah, let me go ahead and start playing around with that and see what that's all about, you know. Coffee, yes, you read my mind. I need to make me another cup. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's gonna make a bunch of noise back there, so. Hurley hat, this is Under Armour. You talking about my hat? The one I got on now? No, it's not Hurley, it's Under Armour. I haven't worn any of my Hurley hats in a while. Now I usually wear my Lucky hats. And I didn't even realize that this is Tony Robbins. I didn't even realize that. I don't remember what gave me the idea to start getting these. And then I started, it says Live Lucky. And you know, I got that denim torn up hat that says Lucky on the top. I always like to wear my Lucky hats, you know. But this is my workout hat. Yeah, I got them confused too. As a matter of fact, I did the same thing. I started wearing Under Armour thinking it was Hurley. And then that's when I started getting into Under Armour. I don't really wear it. That used to be my favorite brand. Used to be. And I've kind of turned away from it a little bit. And mainly I wear it to work out now. You know, I had Under Armour everything. Got an Under Armour gym bag, flip-flops, shirts, hat, you know, but now it's mainly specifically workout only if I'm wearing something Under Armour. So, anyway, yeah, Tony Robbins is cool. I didn't even realize that this is his merchandise. I didn't even know that. I had no idea. I think I saw somebody on like a Facebook video or something like that. I was like, let me go try to find that on Amazon. And I went and looked and got to digging into it deeper and looking at Tony Robbins. That's cool. Hold up. Oh, hang on now. Bear with me just a second. Gotta get some Splenda in my coffee. Got to have my Splenda. All right. I really want to make it a strong point to try to get Leah on here. We chatted on our dinner cruise that night for a couple of minutes, but I want to try to see if she'll come on and chat like tonight, maybe. Maybe tonight. We can never find a good, decent time because she sleeps in the morning. And then in the evening, it's like the kids. We got to get the kids settled down, you know, and yeah. We can never really find the right time for both of us to just be able to lounge and kick it and chill during the day working, you know? But anyway. Anywho, now this is hot. Have a good one. Have a good one, Rachel. I'm only going to be on here for a few more minutes anyways, but... Oh, and then I got to finish prepping up to get fired up for the day. So, just wanted to hop on and say hello. Howdy doody. Oh, there it is. So, what's up, y'all? A couple more minutes to sit and blab. Anybody got anything interesting on their mind? Doing anything fun today? Today's a holiday, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to just be working all day. At my workstation over there. I don't know, I've kind of thought about maybe sitting right here and doing readings on my phone. I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe I could do a reading right here, like this. Yeah, I could do that. I might. Just to change it up, change up things, break things up. Yeah, I did have a great trip. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was really cool, very successful. Turned out better than I thought it would. Didn't really have a whole lot of expectation. Didn't really have a whole lot. But it was really super cool. So now my mom might be at some point coming out this way, you know, because I got an RV. I said, man, if we don't end up getting fully settled in and established here, maybe we'll come on out that way. And we told her that we think they would fit in perfect in Bullhead City, which is just like an hour south of here, you know? And that's Leah's like favorite place. If we had it our way, that's where we'd be living. Bullhead City, Arizona. So yeah. Yep. And we still may, whenever it comes time to actually buy a house, we might go back to Arizona. Maybe. I don't know though, because like I don't want to keep moving the kids around all the time, you know what I mean? We're established here, and it's starting to feel like home here, you know? Even though I'm not a very big fan of Vegas, you know? It feels like home now. It feels like home. So confusing, because every time my mom will say, because I say, yeah, I want to go back to Arizona. She said, I thought you said you were liking Vegas. And it's like, it's not that I'm liking Vegas. It's just that since I've established myself here, this, let's see, is probably the second time in my entire adult life that I've been established in one spot for longer than a year. You know, second time in my adult life, my entire adult life. I'm 33. Second time in my entire adult life that I've been established in one stable spot for more than a year. That's how unstable my life has always been, you know? And so because of that, it feels like home. Every time we go somewhere, you know, when you go somewhere and you're thinking, okay, I can't wait to get home. I feel that now. you know, with all the bouncing around and traveling I've done from coast to coast, to north to south, to state to state, to city to city. I haven't ever felt that like I feel here. So, yeah, it's not, I don't particularly care for Vegas, really. Henderson is nice. I like it out here. I like Henderson. You know, so if we stay in Vegas, I don't want to go anywhere else other than here. I don't want to leave Henderson, you know, because anybody either from Vegas or who's ever been here, you know, there's some disgusting parts of Vegas that I don't really care to be anywhere near, you know, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. Best states are the ones with no state tax. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but no, it feels like home here. I have the feeling of being at home here, you know. Grew roots. There you go. Yeah. Grew roots. Grew roots. And this is one of those types of things too. Yet another perfect example of universe wants me here for some reason. Because we didn't plan to come here. We did not plan to come here. This was where universe picked us up and put us. I never would have imagined myself living here in a million years. You know what I mean? Not in a million years, but we tried everything, and the universe said, nope. This was the only place that would let us in when we was trying to upgrade to a house. The only place. And we tried all up and down California, all over Arizona. This is the only place that would let us in. So it's like universe wanted us here for some reason. And now, like Mary said, I've grown roots. But we got another year on our lease here, and then we've already started taking action. We've already been told what we could get approved for now to buy a house. And like I said, we have to start working on my credit, and the more we work on my credit, we'll be approved for even better. And I'm not touching on, you know, well, fuck it, who cares? We're probably gonna get like no less than $1 million house. No less, you know, $1.5 million, something like that. And basically, it's not what we could get approved for. It would be like the mortgage, basically, is what my credit would help. You know, the better my credit is, the smaller our mortgage payment would be, or something like that. I don't know. You have to ask Leah. She's the one the planner and the detailer and all that. But anyway, since we do have another year on our lease, now we've started taking actions to bettering my credit. Pulled up my credit report, saw all the shit that I owe, and we're starting to get all that paid off. Plus, I have a car in my name and a credit card in my name, so we're building up my credit and all that good stuff. So next year, we'll be shopping. We'll be shopping, you know, to buy a home, to own a home. And I know I've talked about this before, but I would try to buy this house if we had a bigger yard. That's the only thing we don't like. Only thing that we don't like is we want a bigger yard, you know, because our backyard, we do have a pool and shit like that, but it's too tiny and closed in, you know. Neighbors are really close in this neighborhood. So I just want a bigger yard, be able to, you know, put all my plants back there and maybe be able to let the cat out. But we just want more land, a bigger yard. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous neighborhood. Beautiful home, but the yard's too damn small and the neighbors are too close, you know? The yard is too small and the neighbors are too close. So, who knows? I'd like to go back to Arizona. Yep. Yeah, I know. That's what Leah's worried about is the upkeep, Mary. That's what Leah's worried about. Yeah. I just want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want. That's, you know, I'm not scared. I don't care about the upkeep and the maintenance, you know. I don't hire somebody to come fix it then. If it's something that I don't know how to fix myself, I'll fucking hire somebody to come fix it. I ain't afraid of that, you know. Okay. I mean, we do that here anyway. Like, if she doesn't feel like cleaning the house, we'll hire maids to come clean the house. Like, we have a gardener, you know, we have a pool guy who takes care of the pool. You know, I don't really, that part doesn't bother me none. Like if something goes out electrically, well, I'll hire an electrician or something like that. You know, I'm not too worried about that. I just want to be able to do whatever the hell I want. I want to be able to paint the walls however I want, if I want. I want to be able to like do whatever I want, be able to rip up any plants that I don't want around here. There's a lot of like trees and stuff that I just don't like. I want to be able to rip it up and plant what I want there and have my own plants and be able to, that's all I really want. I really want it to, you know, I just have the freedom to do whatever I want, you know? But yeah, the expense, yeah, I'm not scared of that. I'm not afraid of spending money. I don't care about that. As long as it's something that's worth it. I do the best that I can not to do stupid shit with my money. But yeah, I'm not worried about all that. Nope, I just want the freedom to be able to do what I want. But like I said, with this house right here, the only thing is the size of the yard. That's it, you know? Other than that, absolutely picture perfect, beautiful and gorgeous, you know? And if you look at it, it's so funny too, because it's like it was made for us. It was like it was made for us. Looking at it, it's perfect. The kids have their rooms. We have our master bedroom. We have a guest room in case anybody wants to come spend the night. And this room here is my filming studio, like it was just meant for me. And we have an office, a home office that was built into the house. And there's a big desk that's built into the wall. That's hers. She has her own home office. I have my own studio. You know, it's like it was perfect, dude. So, yeah, the house is cool. Super cool, man. You know, and the only reason we wanted to upgrade was for the kids. We needed something bigger for the kids. So, anyway, though, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here in a couple of minutes. You never know, though. I have no idea what the future's going to hold. Maybe I've been telling her ever since we first moved in here, I don't know how, I don't know when, but we will be presented with the opportunity to own this house at some point. I just had that feeling. You know, it's one of those feelings that's way out of the ordinary. I can't figure out how that would happen. I can't figure out why that would happen or when, but I just had that feeling. You know, could be wrong, but I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But anywho, y'all, it's time for me to get out of here. Time for me to go ahead and get up out of here. Let's see, I started talking here at about, was it 6:30 or 7:30 or 5:30? I don't know. But I gotta go ahead and finish getting dressed and getting my shoes on and all that good stuff. Maybe eat me a little something. And then I'm gonna go to the gym and make my body hurt some more. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of your morning and the holiday today for those of you who are celebrating and observing the holiday. Y'all have a good one.